The one. Listen carefully. Something ancient has awakened in your spirit, and you can feel it, even if you cannot yet explain it. There is a stirring inside you that has no natural source. It is not imagination. It is not emotion. It is not wishful thinking. It is a confirmation. God has touched the deep memory of your spirit, and heaven has revealed your true identity. You did not come from ordinary soil. You were shaped by royal breath. You carry a bloodline that was never meant to blend with the common paths of this world. Entire generations have been waiting for the moment when you would finally discover who you are. This realization does not feel new to your soul. It feels familiar. It feels like something you always sensed but never had the language for. A quiet knowing that whispered in childhood. A strange pull you felt growing up. A feeling that your life was different, even when everything around you tried to convince you otherwise. God has confirmed it now. There has always been something about you that did not fit the patterns of the people around you. You tried to blend in, but your spirit refused to shrink. Something inside you pushed against every limit others tried to place on your life. That something was your lineage speaking. You were never meant to be hidden in ordinary crowds. You were placed among them only for a season, so that when your unveiling came, it would disrupt everything that tried to keep you small. You carry a royal marking in your soul that darkness recognized even before you understood it. That is why life has never been easy for you. That is why your battles were heavier. That is why you were targeted early. Royal blood invites spiritual warfare even before the vessel learns to stand upright. God is not introducing you to a new identity. He is reminding you of an old one. This is why you walk with an inner authority you never learned. You speak with insight you never studied. You endure storms that would have broken others. You rise again and again with a strength that confuses everyone around you. This is not personality. This is heritage. You were born into spiritual nobility. But the world tried to convince you that you were insignificant. They treated you like you were common because they could not see what heaven had placed within you. They misread your quietness as weakness. They misread your wounds as failures. They misread your isolation as rejection. But God never misread you. The King who formed you has always known your identity. Now you are finally stepping into the truth of it. Chosen one, you carry the echo of ancient warriors, prophets, intercessors, gatekeepers, people who walked with God in ways this world has forgotten. Your lineage is not earthly. Your bloodline comes from those who walked with fire, who heard God in the wilderness, who carried the secrets of heaven in their bones. This is why the enemy has tried to silence you your entire life. He recognized you long before you recognized yourself. He saw the marking on your spirit. He saw the authority in your voice. He understood that if you ever discovered who you truly are, his influence over your destiny would shatter instantly. So he attacked early. He attacked harshly. He used rejection, betrayal, isolation, confusion, every weapon he could create. Not because you were weak, because you were royal, and he knew it. The evidence was always there. You survived what others did not survive. You returned from wounds that should have ended you. You carried wisdom long before your age. These were not accidents. These were markers, signs of a royal bloodline awakening under pressure. God allowed certain storms because only pressure can reveal the structure of a true heir. Only conflict can expose the character of royalty. Only darkness can reveal the strength of the light inside you. You have felt different your entire life because you are different. You have felt watched because heaven has been watching over you. Your spirit announces your lineage even when your words do not. Now that the revelation has been spoken over your spirit, heaven pulls back another layer of truth. Your identity as a royal descendant is not symbolic, it is spiritual reality. You carry the imprint of a kingdom that predates every earthly nation. You feel this kingdom inside you. You feel its weight in your chest. You feel its fire in your bones. You feel its authority in your words. The authority you carry is older than your body, older than your name. Heaven did not choose you reluctantly. You were selected with purpose, set apart with intention, prepared long before your first breath, marked before you ever opened your eyes. You were not shaped by convenience. You were shaped by divine pressure, by storms you never asked for, by challenges that forced you to grow in silence, by nights that felt endless. God hid you from the world, but revealed you to yourself. There were moments when you almost surrendered, when the weight felt too heavy, when your heart could not make sense of the pain. Yet something inside you whispered, "Keep going." That whisper was not your own strength. It was your lineage calling you forward. Royal blood remembers the throne, even when the vessel has forgotten. Every battle you faced was a clue to who you are. Every loss you endured was shaping the crown you now rise to carry. Dark. Every attack was proof that you were marked, proof that the enemy recognized the royalty in you long before you did. Your lineage carries authority that scares darkness. Your spirit carries light that exposes deception. Your presence carries power that unsettles those who operate in spiritual confusion. You are the continuation of a line of spiritual warriors who refuse to bow to darkness. As your true identity awakens, heaven activates a deeper level of discernment inside you. You begin to see people more clearly, their intentions, their motives, the spirit behind their actions. You can feel deception before it manifests. You can sense danger before it approaches. This is the sight of royalty. Kings and queens in the spirit are not blind. They perceive. They discern what others overlook. This sharpening comes with separation. You wake up one day and notice that you no longer fit comfortably in the spaces you used to occupy. You feel a pull away from certain people, even those you once cared for. You do not feel bitterness, you simply feel a shift. This separation is not rejection, it is protection. Royal identity cannot bloom in contaminated soil. Heaven is pruning the landscape around you so that your roots can deepen and your influence can expand. The greatest battles always fall upon those with the highest callings. Your enemies were not always people. Some were spiritual forces that recognized your identity before you did. These forces saw the awakening coming. They saw the authority forming. They saw the mantle resting on your life. And they tried everything to block the moment you are now living in. But God shielded you. Even when you walked through dark seasons, a hand you could not see kept you from falling beyond recovery. A power you could not name kept lifting you when you had no strength left. That was the covering of your royal lineage. Heaven refused to let you be destroyed. Now, the war shifts. It no longer targets your survival. It targets your awakening. It targets your clarity. Because once you know who you are, darkness loses its grip. Royal blood does not bow to fear. Royal blood does not surrender to confusion. Royal blood stands. It endures. It rises. It carries a history of victories written by the hand of God. There are 7 signs that appeared throughout your life confirming your spiritual royal lineage. The first is the unexplainable weight you always carried, not a burden of hopelessness, but a weight of responsibility. Even as a child, you felt older inside than your age. Royal souls carry a quiet seriousness, a natural awareness of consequence, a deep understanding that your life mattered too much to be wasted. The second sign is your isolation. You were never allowed to blend fully. Friendships shifted. Circles changed. Heaven sets apart those who carry royal lineage. Solitude protects destiny. Solitude preserves calling. Your loneliness was confirmation that God was keeping you for himself. The third sign is your sensitivity. Your spirit has always been alert. You feel spiritual tension before it becomes visible. You sense danger without evidence. You detect shifts in people that their words cannot hide. Sensitivity is not weakness, it is spiritual intelligence. Only royalty is entrusted with the burden of seeing beyond the surface. The fourth sign is the pattern of betrayal. You were betrayed by people you trusted, people you loved deeply. Yet every betrayal revealed a truth. Royal souls attract both honor and envy. Betrayal was not evidence of your failure, it was evidence of your value. Heaven allowed certain people to reveal themselves so they could not follow you into your next season. The fifth sign is your resilience. You survived storms that shattered others. You rose from losses that should have ended you. Your strength did not come from your personality. It came from your inheritance. Royal lineage carries the ability to rise. Every time you stood up again, your identity was speaking louder than your wounds. The sixth sign is your intuition. You know things without understanding how. You feel truth before you can explain it. This intuition is the prophetic thread in your lineage. It is the spiritual intelligence passed down through generations. God speaks to you in ways that bypass the mind and reach the spirit directly. The seventh sign is your calling to protect others. You were always the one people ran to, the one who listened, who comforted, who calmed the storm. Protection is the responsibility of royalty. Your instinct to shelter others, heal others, guide others, that is, your lineage, showing itself through your heart. These 7 signs were not random. They were a pattern hidden in your story, waiting for the moment you were ready to see it. You are not simply a descendant of a royal bloodline. You are the continuation of a spiritual assignment that has moved through generations. Your rise did not begin with you. It began with voices long before you, people who prayed, who fought, who survived, so that their lineage could carry the purpose God placed in it. You are the one chosen to complete what they started. Heaven has been removing people from your life, silencing voices that once influenced you, exposing the true intentions of those around you. He is clearing the path for your assignment. Royal callings require clean atmospheres, pure motives, protected spaces. You may feel this shift as restlessness, as pressure to change, as a push to let go. That feeling is not confusion. It is activation. Heaven is repositioning you. Your rise will not be subtle. It will shake everything that is not aligned with destiny. You will begin to walk differently. Your voice will carry weight. Your presence will carry authority. You will find yourself speaking with confidence you once lacked. You will attract opportunities that align with your assignment. It will feel as though an unseen hand is arranging your steps, because it is. But with elevation comes responsibility. Royalty does not rise only for its own sake. Royalty rises to fulfill purpose. Your life will touch others. Your words will heal. Your presence will shift atmospheres. Your resilience will inspire. Your authority will break chains. Your compassion will lift those who struggle. This is the calling of a royal heir. There will be moments when the weight feels heavy, when the responsibility feels overwhelming, when you feel unqualified. When those moments come, remember this. You were chosen because you were crafted for this. You carry strength from generations before you. You carry wisdom that did not originate in your mind. You are not rising alone. You carry the support of an entire spiritual lineage. Heaven also gives you this warning. Elevation attracts both allies and impostors. Some will approach because they see your light. Others will approach because they want access to your throne. You must guard your spirit. Not everyone deserves access to your life. Discernment must remain your shield. Do not be afraid to walk alone when needed. Do not be afraid to release people who cannot carry the weight of your assignment. Royalty is not shaped by popularity. It is shaped by purpose. Chosen one. The final prophetic message is this. You are the true descendant of a royal bloodline, a lineage crafted by God, strengthened through generations, marked with purpose. You are not stepping into destiny. Destiny is stepping into you. You are not seeking your throne. Your throne is finding you. You are the fulfillment of promises made long before you existed. You are the answer to prayers prayed by those who came before you. You are the vessel heaven has appointed for such a time as this. Walk with authority. Walk with clarity. Walk with discernment. Walk with the understanding that you carry a legacy that heaven itself honors. You are the heir. You are the chosen. You are the continuation of a divine lineage. Receive this final blessing. May the light of God crown your spirit. May the wisdom of heaven guide your steps. May the strength of your lineage anchor your soul. May the favor of your calling surround you. May the authority of your identity sustain you. Go forth with courage. Your throne awaits you.